Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For this second chance, I would like to make a video tutorial about independent sample t-test. I am about to show you the first step before we administered about the data. First, I've prepared about this one. First is questions research. This is my question research. Is there any significant difference between students with curriculum 2013 and KTSP in English learning process? Remember, before we go to the administer the data, we have to know first which one is dependent and independent variable. So I have divided the data independent and dependent variable from the question research. This one, independent variable, curriculum 2013 and KTSP. Curriculum 2013 and KTSP. It's independent variable. Now, the dependent variable is English learning process. So it means English learning process is depend on the curriculum K13 and KTSP. I mean, the successful of this learning process is depend on how the teacher use this curriculum. So you're gonna get the point which one is independent and dependent variable. Okay, you can choose another variable. This is just an example to make you easy. Now, question number 3. Generate your own data with minimum sample size, at least 20 for each group. Show your data. Now, I already typed a score for each curriculum. This is the symbol. Curriculum K13 use value 1. KTSP use value 2 or symbol 1 or symbol 2. This is the data. Okay? This is the data. This is the data. Now, we come to SPSS program or software. Remember, you can use SPSS software up to 20 version. And I use this one for 22. Now I opened it. Okay, wait. After this, we need to input the data variable. Okay, oh, this one already done. Now, this new database and okay. So this is the appearance. Sorry, this is the appearance. This is the appearance of the SPS. Now, from this data, put the data on SPSS. First is type curriculum. Yeah, this one you write first curriculum, right? curriculum, and then come to the decimal, change into 0, and the level type curriculum. Okay, come to the value. You have to count the value. Now type value 1 for K13 or curriculum 13. And now the second one is type value 2 level KTSP. Now add and then click OK. So this one. Now we come to the measurement because this is this data type of rank, so we use ordinal measurement. How we know it? We know it from the division of K13 and KTSP. Which one is better? So it indicates the rank. Okay. And the second one, we type English learning process. Okay, next come to the decimal. Using decimal is 0 and then level you can ignore it, and then come to the measurement. We use scale. Okay, already done. Now we come to the data view. Data view, this one. For the located is in bottom, in the left bottom. Data view, click K. Already. Now time to input the data. This one data. Value 1 for K13 and value 2 for KTSP. Now first we come to the value 1 in the curriculum. Type value 1, this one, until 20. Until 20. Okay. Type 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, or you can copy it. Copy and till 20. Okay, this is to make it faster. Okay, same curriculum. 2 for KTSP. Type 2 until 22. 2 until 20. Until 20. So I already 40 data, but I haven't yet input the score. Now come to the score. Remember, for value 1 is KTSP and value 2 for value 1 for curriculum 2013 and volume 2 for KTSP. Now come to the score and input it. 8975. 8975. Sorry, 8995. Okay, I have already typed and then I will copy it to make it faster. This one. Copy and then put here to 20. Right click and paste. Now come to the the dismiss. 3. Right? K420. Yes. Now come to the second data. Score, I mean. This one. 420 to 40. This one. Paste. Already we have the data. Now already input the SPSS. Now come to this question. The next question is analyze your data using SPSS and solve the output. Okay. How this one yeah? Back to the SPSS data. Okay. First is you type you click analyze, compare mean and independent sample t-test. Repeat. You click analyze, compare mean and independent sample t-test. Click. Remember the test variable mean that the dependent variable. You click dependent variable and then move to the right. And then for grouping variable, you can choose curriculum and move to the right on grouping variable column. Okay. Click option and then you should already 95%. Continue. And then define group. Use space group 1 and group 2. You can type 1 in group 1, type 2 in group 2 and then continue. Then you click OK. Yes, this one is the result. This one is the result. Independent sample t-test. You can copy it to the Word directly, or you can use file export first. This one export and then OK. After OK, you can copy it or whatever do you want to use. Which one is easier for you? Now come to the question. After analyze the data and then solve the output. This one I already solve the data. This one curriculum, English language forces, and the total 20 means for K13 80.75 and KTSP 70.85. So it means that there is a significant or there is a difference between K13 and KTSP. Okay. Next, this one independent sample test. Reference test for equity of variance. This is later to test homogeneity. Later I will explain. This one the data. Okay, this one the data already done, right? Okay. In the possible test, degree of freedom, total significant. Okay, now come to the next question. This one, the question number 5. State the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis for testing the assumption of homogeneity of variance. Test the assumption and state your interpretation. Okay, Thus homogeneity, we can look at the table is this one. Levin's test for equality of variance. This one the test homogeneity. This one the minute. F here is the critical. Sorry, F here is statistic, and sig here is significant. Next, null hypothesis. There is no significant difference between K13 and KTSP in English learning process. Once more, there is no significant difference between K13 and KTSP in English learning process. This is for null hypothesis. And then how about the alternative hypothesis? There is significant difference between K13 and KTSP in English learning process. This is the statement. Okay? This one. That's the homogeneity of variance we can use for Levin statistic. Okay. This is the function for to know this is the same variance of population or not. We can use the table Levin statistic, or I have shown you in the previous alternative. Null hypothesis. The population variances are equal or the same. While the alternative hypothesis, the population variances are not equal. Okay, now using p-value, because this is the significant value, or we call it p-value. If p-value 0.092, this one 0.092 more than alpha, null hypothesis will be not reject. Mean except. Yeah, this one use based on the table, this one. And alpha always 0.05. Decision do not reject null hypothesis. It means that interpretation, it's assumed the population variances are equal. Okay. Repeat. Interpretation, it's assumed the population variances are equal. Now come to the next question. State the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis for equality of the mean. Okay, equality of the mean. State. Null hypothesis. The equality of the means difference is same. The equality of the means difference is same. We have to focus on the mean difference. And the alternative hypothesis. The equality of the mean difference is not the same. Repeat. The equality of the mean difference is not the same. Okay, which one we know? How we know the mean difference is same or not? From the table. Alternative. The equality of the mean. This one, the table. This one. The equality of the mean. This one, you can see it. Okay. Okay, this is the difference means. Okay, difference mean. So because of this is the same equal, it means that it is same a mean of different. Okay, this one. And then we come to the question: if the value of the means difference is same, null hypothesis will be not rejects mean except, meaning that the equality of the difference mean is the same. Look at the table, same, right? Okay. Next to the question, compute test statistic. This one for the manual. I already put it the score. Yeah, x bar 1 minus x bar 2 minus t 0 divided by sp standard value divided by 1 square root of 1 divided total number population 1 and plus 1 divided total number population 2, and then this the result 80.75 minus 70.85. This is this score I got from this one, right? Okay, this is the difference. 80.75 minus 70.85. Okay, this one. And then in SP, there is another formula. We find SP first from this one. S square P is mean this one. The total number 1, population number 1 minus 1 times square number 1 standard deviation number 1 quadrat plus total number population 2 minus 1 times standard deviation 2 square divided total number 1 total number population 1 plus total number population 2 minus 2. We take off with the 2, total 1 and total 2 minus 2, and this one the score 20 is the total number 1 minus 1, and then this one is the standard deviation 1 and then square 20 minus 1 is total number population number 2 minus 1, and then 11.94944 quadrat or square divided by 20 plus 20 minus 2, and we got it this one. We find this one, and then don't forget to, because this is the square, of course SP here, SP means we have to square root for 106.5 at 44. So this is the square 10.3239777. This one the score for the statistic first, and then 9.9 divided by 3 to 3.3642 and so on, and then we got it this one score 3.032. This is the statistic. This score on a table 2. This one. This one. T is the statistic. So this score is 3.032. Is the same with this? Yes, same. This is for the manual calculation. Now the next step is test the null hypothesis with a level of significance of 0.05. Use both critical value and p-value approach in testing the hypothesis. I already write down to make it faster. Critical value, remember, critical value is t. T, we can get it from here. T. Okay, 3.032. So write down T, 3.032. And T alpha is 2.042. score I've got from the table, the table, critical value table. Okay, this one for the table. Look at, you find first in the degree of freedom, df. Df is 38, so here you focus on the 38. Yeah, 38 is around 30 and 40 here. It means that if uh, between 30 and 40, we can use in the upper or lower. It's okay. Or you can use online calculate. Okay. This is, and then using the detail 0.5 different degree of freedom 39, sorry 38, and then the tail alpha 0.5. So we got it, the data 2.042. This is the uh, assumption, yeah, because it's the nearest for 30 and 40, because it's stable and there is no 38 degree of freedom. So the alternative, we have to get online calculator in order we can find the correct score, the critical value. Because this is in the table and I have unfortunately I have no internet access, so I use this one. This is the assumption, the approximately this one 2.042. Come to the this one critical value. If the critical value more than T alpha, the null hypothesis you will reject. Okay. If this statistic more than T alpha, the null hypothesis will be rejected or reject null hypothesis. And then p value is 0.005. Where we got it 0.005 from this one. This one, yeah. Look at, this is the equal variance assume. Same, right? So we use this one 0.004. Okay, 0.004, and then compare with the significance of level 0.05. If we value less than alpha, it means that rejected null hypothesis. Okay, and the next question is that this decision. Because p-value is less than level of significance, so the null hypothesis is rejected. And the interpretation, of course, there is significant difference between K13 and KTSP in English learning process. This statement interpretations, we can got it from the research question. This one. Is there any significant difference between students with curriculum 2013 and KTSP in English learning process? Okay, and then this is the answer. There is significant difference between K13 and KTSP in English learning process. That's that's all about me. That's all about my video tutorial. I hope you can enjoy for that administer. So I hope critic and suggestion for you all in order I can give you best or better in another chance. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.